It's the Cable Show.
Hello, Bowmasters. Card's fucked up. Non-traditional aggro. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, after this draft, maybe. I'm down. This is not a step. Just a regular old Orcish Bowmasters. Wow, that's a Mox Sapphire. The blue-green Krasis. Yeah, blue-green aggro could be a way to do that. Or maybe, play like the pump spells with creatures that you wouldn't normally be pumping. Looking at Troll and Ponder. I think you take the Troll here, We're not 100% playing blue just because we have a Sapphire. We'd like to. Unclear Moxen are a little bit sweeter. Consider. If we end up doing draw 7 stuffs, then Teferi's kind of sweet. Just not the right color profile. Because the wheels are in blue and red. Was Skittles donating for a stip? I was not aware. I just saw a bunch of gifted subs. Oh, you were trying to donate for a Simic stip. Okay, well, I'll do that one after this draft. Yeah, it's good when you check with me first for that reason. And then, obviously, if you donate with money, it makes it even easier to clarify, because I can check the donation message. But this is not an issue. I'll happily jam that one. I think we talked about it before. Hopefully you don't mind waiting a draft. My hard control decks, my hard blue-black control decks have not panned out super well. For whenever I wanted. Sure, Skittles. It's good to do it sooner rather than later, though, or I'll forget it. Oh, you don't have to apologize, Aaron. I was in the dark as well. Not an issue. A non-issue. That is a late mind twist, in my opinion. Like, I know it's fallen a bit, but pick 6? Okay. Not that I'm complaining or anything. Looking at Time Warp, Kaido, and this Displacer Kitten. Kaido's a little bit better if we end up Reanimator, which is where Troll's at. I kind of want to take the cat, see if I can do something sweet with it. We did pass that to Fairy earlier. I don't think it's coming back. How are we taking the Teferi, though? Katundra here. Dream sweet, though. Still a decent card. I just don't want to end up another blue-black aggro control deck, but our card quality right now is really high. Maybe this one will perform better than other versions I've played lately. Is Time Warp even good when you're not green as well? Yeah, of course. Attack, Time Warp, attack, kill you. It's not a green-specific line. Kind of like this Treasure Cruise so far. We got Troll going to the graveyard, Consider helping fill up the graveyard, Kaido fills up the graveyard. So we didn't see any Reanimator stuff. But we did see a super late Mind Twist. Last pick, Kitty Cat. Interesting that whoever took Teferi didn't nab it. That's like one of the spots that I actually like the cat a lot. You think Time Warp is much worse than Control deck? I don't. Time Warp's sweet in Control. Get another activation out of all your Planeswalkers. Get another land drop. Really useful stuff. This pack's kind of good. I think I'm leaning Counterspell, but Force Negation, Master of the Fact of Fiction, those are all good cards. I think Master Death will probably wheel. Could play well with Kaido. It's also just like not a bad card to cast. Surveil too, good with the Treasure Cruise. I'm taking Counterspell over Force Negation because right now we don't have removal or counters. You know, I need my cards to answer all things. Basically, I need some universal disruption. Plus, holding up Counterspell and Bowmasters on too is sweet, right? Give yourself some options. I think this is a Venser pick. Venser's kind of cute with Kitten. A little bit of discard. Could be a Cryptic deck. The mana fixing's not quite there yet, but it could be. Virtue's impressed me. I'm going to take the Inquisition anyway. Oh, Sunken Ruins versus Flooded Strand. Let's take the Ruins. I don't think I've trophied with blue-black yet this season. I might just be flushing away some play points here as I attempt yet again. We got some good cards though. It's hard to imagine that like this pile of cards is bad, right? In an aggro deck, you'd rather Bolt than Time Warp. Yes, sort of. I think Time Warp's at its best in like Jane Sprint's Prodigy decks, where you can flash it back cleanly. You don't have to worry about extra colors and stuff. Bat versus Seed Shark. Oh, Seed Shark Treasure Cruise is hot. Yeah, we have two. We've got Treasure Cruise, an X-Spell, and a Snuff Out. I think it's a good Shark deck. Yeah, the more like free or reduced cost spells you have with the Shark, the better, huh? I don't know if we can support Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise, though. Maybe. Master Death and Cut Down came back. I think I'm taking the Cut Down. Just another piece of removal. Master Death is hot with Kaido. Maybe worth thinking about. Could be incorrect. Oh, I should take the Batterskull for the sideboard. Maybe even main deck it. Good one against aggro, huh? A little bit of life gain. The Dimir card always goes late. Master of Death? It does. And I don't think it should. It's been really good for me. Especially good in survival type decks. I would have grabbed it here. Just to like play as a good card and to like loot away with Kaido for value. But at the time we had like a Bowmasters and Snuff Out for removal. Had other needs. Hell yeah, Timo. Back-to-back Mana Drain decks. This one's not the best Mana Drain deck, but we do have like Mind Twist to curve into. I don't hate the One Ring either. We need 7 playables out of this pack. Fairly normal. We do need better fixing too, though. We need an Underground Sea. Let's take in Coat. Coat and Sea Shark's kind of funny. There's an Exhume for Troll, but it kind of only works with Troll in this shell. I guess I'm grabbing Preordain. We need cards going to the graveyard for the Delve cards. Skydiver's great too. Well, there's an Underground Sea of sorts. No, that comes to play tap land though. Don't have the curve for Upheaval. Waker of Waves and Troll would have made Exhume look reasonable. Might take Damn just as a removal spell here. Master Mike, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 38 months. I said get in here and you're here? Hell yeah, I knew I could count on you. We do have Kitten, it's here in my sideboard. I don't think I'm gonna play it. Alright, we have 5 lands here, so we need 4 playables. Hey, Rampage Wildcard, this is 64 months. Favorite N64 game? Ooh, Hymn to Turok. Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer. Really not a good talisman deck. We actually don't really have much in the way of win cons, just the true name and the cryptic code. So our curve doesn't support this talisman very well. It'd be nice for more fixing, but I think I'm actually taking this Dreams of Steel of an Oil, even though I've been like really unimpressed with this card. Playing shredding the opponent's hand and then playing Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise is kind of how we're getting ahead. So we want to get more cards to the graveyard. Gross pack. I need 2 more playables. This is the shit I'm seeing. Jewel is cute with Cat. I'm just like really not excited about the idea of protecting the Jewel from the opponent, right? But we don't have sweepers and stuff here. Oh no. There's like no chance that Thassa's Oracle is real. How many ways we have of bidding Lingering Souls? Just Kaido. Super not enough. Are we playing a Porcelain Legionnaire? Just a 2-mana 3/1. This keeps happening to me. Our playables ratio is fine going into this pack. We could play Shadow Spear plus Bitter Blossom. Oh, that's a playable. Not super exciting, but it actually doesn't fit too poorly after a Cryptic Code or a True Name Hum. And our aggro control shell. Maybe this is why we're not trophying with blue-black. Yeah, right? Well, Lord Skitter's not the worst. I don't think Deathrite Shaman's playable, no. That would be a very unexciting filler. This is it. This is the deck. Yeah, as always, more comes to play tap lands than I would like. It'd be cool if we'd gotten Underground Sea or Water Grave to tutor up. But our mana base isn't bad. We'll get some nice cantrips. Oh, this should actually be... Is this right? Because the Mox Sapphire and Oduar only tap for blue. Yeah, I think we want one more swamp. And Sunken Ruins is kind of cool, huh? With our Hymn to Turok mana drain ambitions. I guess it's cute with the True Name Hum. Now they get the Pyromancer next turn, which would be less concerning if we had sweepers in here. We super don't. We're just supposed to be snuffing this. I think we'll find something better later, though. Like True Name's gonna brick it in a turn. I mean, we've got kind of a land-heavy hand, so I'd like to hold on to the Otawara to be used as a spell. Next turn we can preordain or hardcast Snuff Out. Cool thing about holding up Snuff Out, you're also holding up the Otawara. Maybe we'll draw a flash card, instant speed card. That'll make it even easier for me to hold up. Then they have 2 in hand. Yeah, I'm just gonna Dreams. We did just pump the Lelia. I think I gotta kill the Lelia now, because it attacks him, becomes a 4/4, it attacks the True Name. So now they have a good attack next turn. I'm glad that I Dreams, though. Getting rid of that double striker. The card's fucked up. And then next turn we can T-Cruise. Umazawa was good, but it is kind of bricked by this true name. Yeah? That's the attack? I thought they were going to serve all here. Like, at least get 4 damage in, right? Who's with me? With me! I'll be taking those last 2 cards, please. Holy shit! My opponent that game, like, oh, God, I'm so glad I drew this 4th. Finally got a shot at winning this. Just need to cast this 4th for enough mana. Cool. Let's do that again. I guess I want Shadow Spear, just to like hope that I can put it on a true name. Then Cut Lantern, I guess. Maybe Legionnaire should be in. Just a good blocker. They have a lot of ways of clearing it, though. A lot of ways of getting rid of it. There's no way they kept a hand without a threat, so Dreams is actually good in this matchup. Terrifying hand. I'm taking Hull Breacher, but I'm like really not sure about it because it's the least aggressive card in their hand. Like the broadside's also fucked up. Yeah. Interesting they're not broadsiding here. I guess we try and Bowmasters. Sure. The word 2, I think, makes the cryptic code better than Strix in the near future. So that Scarlet's going to be drawing them 2 per turn. I do not have a lot of removal for it. I just need 2 more lands. I can flip this troll. Oh, the card's face down. Opponents can't see it. I'm gonna cut down your Gabo. That's an exciting one. Happy Saturday to you too, Maxwell. Hell yeah, Lador. I'm glad you're enjoying. You wish you could flip the cloaked card? You can. If I had 6 mana, I can flip this thing up. Thought about draining and flipping there, but then you're trading. Roll next turn, you're tapping out, right? You're not holding a mana drain anymore. I almost Kaido upticked there. Wouldn't mind hitting some land drops. No blocking my Troll of Khazad-dûm. That's like one of the better spots I've seen Code in. I think I'm with chat now. I think the Shadow Spear should be the mana with the Lantern. Because that's like how we beat an aggro deck, right? Is we put the spear on a fucking code or a true name. And we just like race. Because we don't have sweepers, right? Like we're not some kind of like hard control. Play sweepers and stuff deck. Cool. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. That's what I'm gonna do. So I know one word in that sentence. Oh, I hope this hymn is good. We got 2 lands. Whiff, 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 whiff. Ah. Ah. Very land heavy hand for a Boros player, huh? You thought you heard OCT's music for the first time here on my channel? You might have. It just doesn't come to mind. I decided on the cloak over the skitter just because of the word too. Less likely to get blown out by some cheap interaction spell. Don't touch my clogs. Oh, is it that that artist? This version of Vintage Cube. I've enjoyed the pump deck. I've enjoyed the survival decks. The survival decks took me a few drafts to like really get the swing of. But I've been having fun with them. Well, this Lelia is pretty brutal. Because they can pump it with Luminarch and then it gets an attack trigger. Kind of feels like that Lelia might just solo me. I want to hold up mana drain, but I don't think I can just not advance my board in this spot. Oh god, that pumps Lelia. Undo, undo! It's a May too, the exile. And my dam's in my graveyard. And my 1 mana removal spell doesn't hit Lelia. I think Snuff Out's my only actual answer to this Lelia at this point. Or maybe like a Venser reset. Venser would be a sick draw. I could Venser it, bounce Lelia, and then bounce with the Dreams. Do I eat 7? 7's so much fucking damage. Council's Judgment. The exile with Dreams is not a May for exiling from their graveyard. So currently Dreams also pumps Lelia. Blue Source to hold up Drain this turn would be good. Ah, fuck. I like how there's a fucking question mark here, even though it's not a May ability. No, I don't wanna! I don't wanna! At least I don't have to deal with that Oyer. A plus side, I have 3 rats. That is a plus. Alright, I'm dead. Well, that game went way less good than my other Boros match. Yeah, just soloed by the Lelia, huh? I'm gonna lead on the sewers instead of Inquisition. Get my Surveil on. Yeah, sewers putting in a card in the graveyard for Del was sick. God, that Himitarok was so worthless last game. Opponent just curved out perfectly, never missed a land drop. Never ran out of gas. Council's Judgment's a frustrating answer to a true name. Interesting, I thought they were going to crack Clue. I guess I should wait. I am just going to cut down the Intrepid, though. Hell yeah, Ladorb. This turn, I think they ending my spear and crack Clue. Opponent's like, I don't give a fuck about your spear. A little bit worried about the Rankle lining up versus the removal. I'll just skitter here. The 2-drop's a little bit better to exile than the 3 in case of Luris. The Oyer cometh. Fire Confluence deals like all the damage with Oyer, right? Like just a stupid amount of damage. 12. I think I'm gonna sack the original rat instead of this fresh one that's got summoning sickness. This one's led an older life, you know? This other one's just a baby. Still got summoning sickness and everything. Got the whole world ahead of it. I think I'm morally obligated to end the first rat there. Okay. It feels like this was very good for me. Of the plays my opponent could have made, I feel like this one ends the best for me. Justin, Caleb would kill the elderly. No, that's not the... that wasn't the... No. The game has ended. Yeah, Wrinkle plus Skitter doing work, huh? Yeah, I think they played their Council's Judgment, just to exile the Rankle. They were probably in a fine spot. But that's not what they did. Oh, you think they thought that Oyer could have cleared all the creatures? They thought they were playing a sweeper? Sure. I wonder if mutagenic growth is good here. Versus burn-based removal. I kind of hate it, but let's try it. Check out Mind Twist on the draw. I'll try it. Maybe Kaido's bad. We can turn one him to track. That's kind of sexy. Don't have to play this time, so the discard's a little bit better. Just because they start with less cards, right? No, less lands, please. Reprieve and get lost. So just interaction on their part, none of their threats. Kind of need a true name to answer that Hollow Blade. Should we cut down Hollow Blade, make him discard a card? They don't have a ton of cards. Probably fine. The Lord Skitter has perished. The great Lord Skitter. Yeah, I think True Name's still my best rip here. Don't have the mana for Dig Through Time. These rat tokens would be a lot better if they could block. That's all I'm saying. Chandra? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna dig through time and go looking for the pay for life to kill their thing card. Well, that's not a good cards. We're taking 7 here though. We're going down to 5. I want the True Name to break their Hollow Blade, but then I'm wondering like how I actually deal with this Oyer. Betsu doesn't do it permanent, like just for a turn. I also can't play True Name and what about True Name plus Bowmaster? And then we just gotta fade them, drawing a burn spell for a couple turns. Don't love it. I really want to get this Seed Shark rolling, is what I want. But I just needed it earlier in the game, I think. What if the coat's better than True Name? Alright, bit late. Anyway, we're vulnerable to Karak, or Fire Confluence and Chandra in a big way here. We are not vulnerable to Novice Inspector, though. So that's good. No, I'd have 6. Why would I do that? Am I supposed to ping the Hollow Blade? Yeah. Anyway, if we both master in response to the first ping, that Obviously, that's a little cleaner. Because the Hollow Blade would be off the board. Still vulnerable to Fiery Confluence here. That one's good, but I think it's beatable. The Adversary in this spot. We'll see what our next couple of draws are. Seven damage coming in. I don't think either of these help. 2-mana intensive. I don't think this quite works either. Going up to 4 and then being at essentially 8. With the lifelink on the blocker. Spear can make Hollow Blade lose indestructible, yeah. That is one of its abilities. If they're the cards, James. We get in for 8 and they're at 11. They're conceding? I think I like Preordain better than Troll here. We can find the blue light filter land we can him on too. And if we whiff, we can always Troll next turn. Actually, what about keeping Inquisition and then next turn we Troll an Inquisition? I kind of dig that. Like just Troll for basic Swamp. Well, it was a thought. Binning Troll also risky against a black opponent. They might just have an animate dead for it or something. Cathar Commando, Swords of Plowshares, Parallax Wave. Gaia's Cradle, cool. Yeah, we're gonna take this Commando. We're just gonna take any threat at all there by a wide margin. And then the P-Wave and the Swords, we can snag out of their hand with him. And hopefully have enough time to get up to Venser mana. Maybe I should have considered on my turn. In case I found Snuff out. Oh, nice. Give me them cards. Yeah, right to the graveyard. Caracas. So their last card is Parallax Wave, which is a pretty good card. TBF. TBF's a little E-slang for to be fair. For those of y'all not in the know, not in the biz. Running it out, jamming it, sure. This will indeed be on the test next week. Would you care to use your Parallax Wave? Really not the creature you want to target with the Parallax Wave, huh? The post-combat Lord Skittles. So the Parallax Wave goes down to 3. They hit me for 3. We play Troll. They blink it out, and it goes down to 2. Then it goes down to 1. Hit me for 4. It's unfortunate they cut down and snuff out both brick on the Skitter. I wonder if I'm just supposed to auto-aura bounce it next turn. Kind of cute with the Cradle. I don't think I can afford to pay 4 life here. Because what if they just like let it resolve? I'm just gonna, that's fine. Ooh. I think that appeals to me more than the Troll here. Parallax down to 1 counter. And next turn we can slam Troll. Rude. Well, I guess I'm supposed to trade with a rat token. Yeah, we already got one lined up for the next draft, though, Aram. I guess I should retitle the stream, huh? I think they don't quite have lethal, right? They can put Umazawas on a rat token, pump it to 5, but they still need to deal with the Strix. Didn't think that trade was going to happen. +8/+8. Feels like a lot. Hell yeah, maple syrup. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to stuff out and not let them block. I don't know. This does make them burn all their counters, right? You're supposed to put the shitters first. They only have to use 2 counters to trade. But if I put the figure first, then 2 counters saves the skid aim. They're just going to damage. And they're hellbent. So 2 counters kills Tar Pit. But then they'll have 4 counters left, which is only 9 damage. Let's go ahead and draw a card here. And if we draw our 2-mana removal spell, which is still in the deck, then we can kill the rat and have a chance. Wish I still had that Otawara hum. And we do have to activate the Tar Pit, because otherwise they have 13 damage there. They're attacking Kaido? I think we let Kaido fucking die, that's what I think. And then just dig through time here. Dig through time could find True Name Nemesis, and True Name could break the Sumizawas. I think that's my best chance of winning. I think the opponent with all my mana up and my 4 cards or whatever, I think they didn't want to invest too many counters in attempting to kill me here. They thought it was better to attack. I think I might have attacked Kaido in their spot too. Trying to put myself in their shoes. No True Name here. I think I like Mana Drain plus Bowmaster. And then I can like kill the rat. Snuff out the Usher. And have a counterspell for the next play. Bought me a lot of good cards here. How do I kill the rat? I'm a Bowmaster. I like those simple questions. So we can't let them attack with Usher, because then they get the boast. Choosing Rat and Rankle. I mean, Rankle's not very good. They have an Umazawa's on 7. I don't beat this with Rankle. I beat it with True Name. And I took the Orcish Bowmaster just because it's like better than Dam. It's like Dam plus it uses a couple counters. There's a Cryptic Code in here too that could also grind through the Umazawas in this spot. If that Umazawa's counter didn't have 7 counters on it, I would love to let that resolve and smack them with Tar Pit and steal the Monarchy. Hey, there we go. Mana Drain into my choice just like we drew it up. Exactly how we drew it up. Just going down the fucking line here. See, Umazawa's with 3 counters seems a lot more reasonable, doesn't it? Worried about flyers, those can get around True Name. And ideally, they would brick on critters for a turn or 2. Oh my god, that's like the best fucking thing ever. Not only a threat, but one with menace that gets around my True Name. We don't have very many removal spells for it either left in the deck because we bottomed the dam. I mean, there's only 12 cards here. Do I just want to Mind Twist for 3 so I can immediately make it into a token? What do I want to do for 5? Let's get a 5/5. Or it's going to be a 6/6. Cool. Still feeling very behind with this pile of clue tokens there. Yeah, unfortunate that we already played our Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise before the shark got down. Just tuned in and this is wild. It is, yeah. I'm getting ground down by the Sumazawas so hard. The Carnage. How many lands are in my opponent's deck? They've drawn through half their deck. They have 5 lands in play. Not loving my spot. Yeah, I think I'm finding a scoop in here. I know it's in the rest of my deck. The fucking Menacer, huh? The Menacer there. Sideboard. No real good answer to artifacts. We just gotta, like, discard it or counter it. I think I like Bitter Blossom here. I feel like it's one of them grindy type matchups, Another card that pairs well with Rankle, too. Oh, we have the Shadow Spirit to offset the life loss. I don't know what I'm cutting, though. I don't know what my worst card is. Maybe Consider. Can't cut any of the removal. Yeah, considering. Maybe Skitter comes out for Bitter Blossom. Skitter's a pretty solid blocker, though. They have a lot of, like, 2/2 type creatures. Maybe I have enough cantrips I can cut a land. We went through so much of our deck last game, though. I don't think we, like, actually flooded. I think when you have 10 cards left in your deck, that's about the amount you should be at. Fuck it, let's jam 41. We saw every card in our deck. What the fuck? I have to put 2 back. I don't know if that's right. Possibly I should have kept another mana source here. Hey. Can I get there on my mold of 5 on the play? Well, it's not like it's like the opponent took a mold 2 with me. They're just passing. Have we seen Mana Tithe out of them? I feel like we haven't. Oh, Containment. They have Containment. I'm just going to Lord Skitter here. Get that rolling. Well, Kaido would have been way better against that, Yeah, I think it's supposed to go Kaido just down tick and then start drawing with the ninja. Got a little bit of life to work with this Bitter Blossom. Yeah, I want to get this fucking Kaido rolling, but I think I gotta run out Strix now. And then they probably have another removal spell for it, because they haven't played any discard. Their hand's probably all removal. You love this color combo? Me too. This is like the best I've done with it this season, this deck. 2-0 potentially could rally back here for a trophy. No attack pass? Hell yeah. This would have been really sick to get the dragon the other turn. Interesting. I wonder why they didn't Solitude the Strix and get in last turn. Maybe they're worried about me playing something better here. That Parallax Wave is troubling, isn't it? Well, the game was looking good till it wasn't, Tom. How often have you seen a snuff out under a Parallax Wave? When the wave ends? I think the snuff out goes to the graveyard, right? Snuff out can't enter the battlefield, so. We have some clean answers to this dragon, like Venser and Odawara. Starting to feel like they might be too slow. If I do find them. Snuff out will not be put onto the battlefield because it's not a permanent card. Oh, it doesn't even go to the graveyard? Brutal. I wouldn't mind it going to the bin. Another card for my Delve, Yeah, giving me the prompt there is kind of cool. Yeah, and they landed Umezawa's again. That's just going to grind me out. Yeah, game one, if we'd gotten True Name Nemesis in the first, like, half of our deck, and maybe if my opponent had drawn more than 5 lands in the first half of their deck, then I think we could have gotten there. Like, game two, I don't know what I could have done differently. I needed an answer to the dragon a little bit sooner. And then maybe some counters or something. You know, we had to, like, either line up discard or counters against Umezawa's. Or it needed to be in the second half of their deck so we could, like, get ahead by the time it shows up. For us to win that matchup. It's showing up, like, in the middle. Where we're both, like, basically hellbent. And just, like, trading stuff back and forth is, like, the worst for me. Because all my disruptions, like, discard and counters, right? We only saw, like, one answered artifacts, and it was that Skydiver, which, I mean, I could have drafted it. What was the one way that match could have gone a little differently if I had drafted it one card differently. Hey, good night, Raven.